This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Vilgas. Thank you for joining us tonight. A loaded gun in a middle schooler's backpack causing alarm on campus. It happened in Manatee County, and the 13-year-old boy is facing some serious charges. ABC7's Ray Collins joins us with the details of this story. Ray.
Haley, the boy says he found a loaded gun on his way to school, but detectives aren't convinced. Just after 9 o'clock Thursday morning, somebody tipped off the school resource deputy at Harley Middle School in Manatee County.
And lo and behold, we find a loaded firearm in the student's backpack, along with a small amount of marijuana.
Where did he say he got it?
He said that on his way to school, he just found it on the side of the road.
Sheriff spokesman Dave Bristow said he'd prefer the 13-year-old would have contacted law enforcement instead. So now he's under arrest and facing a felony charge. And as for the story about finding the gun on the side of the road,
it's certainly possible that he could have found it on the side of the road. It's an area where, we've had some issues down in that area.
Really?
loaded gun.
Well, that's not good.
Stephen Shivers says he's lived in this area for years and says he wouldn't be entirely surprised if the boy did find the gun on the road.
So it depends where he came from.
Yeah, because it wasn't too long ago. We just had a shooting probably 4 or 5 weeks ago right there at the basketball court.
Shivers is referring to the 15-year-old boy who was shot in Pride Park a few weeks ago. Regardless where the gun came from in this incident, the sheriff's office doesn't think the boy had any plans to use it.
Suffice it to say that he didn't give us any indication that he was going to do anything at the school with the weapon, because that's obviously one of our first concerns.
The district called parents tonight in a robocall about the incident. The boy is now in a juvenile holding center, Haley.
And Ray, it sounds like there's going to be more to this story.
Yeah, if he found the gun on the road, then whose gun was it? And if he brought the gun from home, then his parents could face charges.
Or whoever, if he got it from somebody else.
Right.
There's that issue too.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ray. A woman is injured tonight after she smashed her van into the front of a Sarasota home. The woman was driving along Weber Street around 3:45 this afternoon when she ran off the road. She drove through several yards before hitting a house and damaging the garage door and foundation.
The county building department, and they're sending someone out to check the integrity of the building, and then we'll make a determination on where we go from there.
Luckily, no one was inside the home at the time, but the driver was hurt. She was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital. A portion of US 41 is back open following a crash earlier this evening involving a bicyclist. The road was closed by the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office to allow for a life flight landing. The patient was transported to a nearby hospital. The Sheriff's Office is conducting an investigation. The ongoing battle against addiction continues in Manatee County. The Bradenton Police Department is now utilizing another tool in that fight. Police officers are handing out substance abuse cards to those battling a variety of addictions, including heroin. The cards feature phone numbers for places where people can get help or treatment on the Suncoast. Many organizations are partnering with the police department in this effort, including the Centerstone Behavioral Health Hospital and Addiction Center.
We're trying to get the word out that we are here not just to make arrests if needed, but we're also here to treat the problem, treat the symptoms.
A Bradenton firefighter initially came up with this idea. These cards were already in production through Drug Free Manatee. Bradenton Police then updated it with more contact information. Attorney General Pam Bondi is joining 42 other attorneys general to announce a settlement with Bristol Myers Squibb Company. The settlement relates to the drug company's improper marketing of Abilify, an antipsychotic drug. A complaint filed in court with the settlement alleges that BMS engaged in unfair trade practices when marketing the drug. Bondi says consumers will now have better information about medication thanks to this settlement. And now it's time to get a check on our weather, which is about to change. Let's head over to Bob.
Yeah, things are already starting to change a little bit, Haley. We are looking at some clouds and some showers around right now. The actual front still around north central Florida, and it is going to continue to push off to the southeast. We are seeing a lot of cloudiness in places and also some light rainfall now in South Sarasota County near Venice, stretching down to Englewood, Rotunda, and Placida, getting a little heavier activity there. But all in all, things are not all that intense as far as the rain goes. We are looking at winds increasing, however, and the area that you see here is all under a small craft advisory, which will stay with us throughout the day on Friday and even into Saturday morning. 63 right now. The dew point has actually come up a couple of degrees. Winds are out of the north, though, at 10, bringing in some slightly cooler air, and the pressure 30-20, which is really high, and that continues to rise. You can see where the real low dew points are here. Well, that's going to change. That front still over north central Florida, but it will move down. We'll start off a rather cool note tomorrow. Details on all that coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Longtime Sarasota resident Joe Gruters has been reelected as Sarasota's GOP chairman. This is his 5th two-year term as chair of the county party. Gruters has a busy couple years ahead of him. Just last month, he won a seat in the state house. Gruters took over as party leader in 2008. He helped Donald Trump win Florida as co-chairman of the state's campaign. Governor Rick Scott's administration is suspending a program that allowed state workers to make charitable donations from their paychecks. This comes after negative publicity and critical audits. Participation in the charitable giving went down after the Scott administration shifted control from the United Way of Florida to a company called Solix. State employees pledged to give $280,000 to local charities, but Solix asked for $180,000 in fees. Solix said it could not reduce its fees any further, so the Department of Management terminated the contract. A new record for manatees in Florida, and it's not a good one. New data from Florida Fish and Wildlife shows a record number of manatees died this year in state waters. 98 manatees died by boat strikes between January 1st and December 2nd. The good news is that overall, the number of beloved mammal deaths the number of these beloved mammals increased this year. Officials believe there are more than 6,000 endangered manatees here in Florida. One Florida woman is reopening her beauty salon after her brother and his partner were killed in the Orlando Pulse nightclub massacre. Jessica Silva's brother, Juan Velasquez, was killed in June. The salon is reopening at a different location with a slightly different name. It is now called D Magazine by Juan P. in honor of Velasquez. City and county officials, as well as hundreds of Central Florida residents, are planning to take part in a memorial on Monday, the 6-month anniversary of the massacre. And straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, how authorities tracked down the man suspected of killing 2 police officers in Georgia. And we look back at the life and legacy of astronaut John Glenn.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
On horrendously cold nights, on days when the rain has been relentless, or when the sun is beating down, there is an animal trapped with no protection, fighting to stay alive. Time is running out for them, but you can help save them by joining the ASPCA today. With your donation of just $18 a month, you'll help rescue abused and neglected animals, provide them with food, shelter, and medical care. When you go online or call in the next 10 minutes, we'll send you this free membership kit and our limited edition 150th anniversary t-shirt. It's just 60 cents a day to pull animals out of a terrible life. Don't let them suffer another day. Please help now.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Black Friday's biggest deals are still here. That's right, the Black Friday sales event is going strong at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the technology and comfort you'd find in a luxury vehicle. Right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Well, Bob, it's about to get a lot chillier.
It is.
And it's getting there.
It's sort of there right now, but we're going to get a little bit colder, too, tomorrow night. You'll notice that. Now, you know, we had a lot of big events taking place over the past weekends. We had two boat parades, one in Bradenton along the Manatee River and another one also in Sarasota. And there are small craft advisories now, but it looks like those will be lifted in time for that. So that'll be good news on that front. Here's what's happening with the Van Wezel webcam with the time lapse earlier this evening. We had a little bit of sunshine at times, but not a lot. And I'll tell you what, we are looking at a lot of clouds around right now and even some light rain showers that are occurring. That rain associated with some overrunning, if you will, and that warmer air overriding the cooler air causing these rain showers to break out. The real front is still back here with dew point temperatures dropping behind it. This will continue to push very slowly to the south, so we could still even have some morning showers after sunrise near the coast and some heavier storms, if you will, offshore of Cedar Key right now, pushing off toward the east. And some rain falling now near Placida and Rotunda, stretching off toward Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda, Englewood just on the cusp of that rainfall, and some light rain approaching Anna Maria Island. But currently, we have cloudy skies at the airport, 63 degrees, the dew point temperature at 56. This number has actually come up a little bit, but we do expect it to go down by sunrise tomorrow. Pressure at 3020, that is high, and high pressure is going to be building in. So it should clear things out by Saturday and Sunday. We'll start to see that sunshine return. Even a little bit of sunshine tomorrow. 70 degrees the high today. It was below average high at 75. We'll be about 10 degrees cooler than that tomorrow, it looks like, with highs only into the mid-60s. No rainfall officially at the airport. We have had a few very light rain showers around, but that rain has not been all that measurable. And temperatures, dew point, and really tell the story of where that drier, colder air mass is. And this is not going to really spill all that way southward, but we are going to see some of it filter in. Orlando, dew point at 52 degrees. At 56 in Sarasota, still very balmy down south in Key West at 72 degrees, and actual temperature there now 76. 63 degrees at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport, and temperatures all pretty much uniform in the low to mid 60s across the region. The Gulf temperature now is at 71 degrees, but we'll get into the 60s, I think, as early as Saturday, it looks like. As far as the hourly forecast goes tomorrow, you'll notice those temperatures really don't warm up much, only into the mid 60s. And it will be a bit breezy, too, so that'll make it feel a little bit chillier out there, so keep that in mind. You may have to dress appropriately. We will see just a few clouds now and again with some peaks of the sun, it looks like, throughout the day. You can get the overall picture, satellite and radar picture, showing a lot of moisture out here in the Gulf of Mexico we still have to deal with. And then here comes another secondary blast of some cooler air. You can see those clouds kind of moving to the southeast. So this will eventually get all pushed off to the south and east just in time for the weekend. And we should rebound quite nicely by Saturday afternoon back into the low 70s to mid 70s inland. But tomorrow it will be a bit chilly. This particular forecast model showing clouds sticking around at 9 a.m., even a few showers. We start to see some peaks of the sun, as I mentioned, throughout the day. And then we return quickly to an east-northeasterly wind flow, which will have a tendency to warm us up on Saturday. Well, temperatures, it's a deep freeze right now from Kansas City, Denver, Billings, and Minot, the temperature at -6 degrees. Arctic air mass has settled in there and now spreading toward Chicago, where it's 22, and Cleveland, it is now 25 degrees there, and in Boston, it's 35. For boaters, it checks out like this. Again, we are anticipating not much of a great boating day tomorrow. We are anticipating a chance, again, for a few morning showers as we move through time, but the computer kind of having some issues right now getting to the 7-day. We'll get to the 7-day later, but I think it's stuck on this cold map right here. Just too cold. It won't move. It says, look at that, -6 in Minot. Well, I had a chance to dust off some cobwebs on my boat and get out and see if the red tide is still prevalent, at least the effects of it, in the northern portion of Sarasota Bay. There it is. Had some clouds around. Stopped by Annie's. You can see right there, Annie's Bait and Tackle, Cortez, Florida. And I love this weather machine they have there. You know, if the rope is gone, it's a hurricane. If it's dry, it's sunny. We had low tide there, and then the Moat Marine boat was around, and they were taking some pictures of dolphins that were playing in a familiar spot to a lot of people where they hang out. There were quite a few of them at 1.6 or 7. I got the rod and put the nice flounder in there. I caught a little flounder on a jig, and you can see we caught another I caught a little ladyfish. It was a nice day out there. We had plenty of time to, again, enjoy the windy weather out on the bay there. And I had some photos to show you too, but again, the computer is frozen after seeing those temperatures over the northern plains. Just say, hey, it's too cold for me.
Well, maybe you can call him back up.
Yeah,
we have time. We'll see him at
here.
the end.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you, Bob. A manhunt for a suspected cop killer in Georgia. Police now confirm they found the suspect dead. Manuel Lembrecht was found dead in a home. He was wanted in the killing of police officers Nicholas Smar and Jody Smith. Police say Lembrecht was already wanted on kidnapping charges when officers Smar and Smith answered the domestic call.
They're both heroes, in my opinion. They were there together. They were there together through it. And even after the shooting, they were together throughout the whole ordeal. So my heart goes out to their families.
The investigation is ongoing. There is body camera video from the incident, which is being looked at for evidence. U.S. House members voted today to pass a government funding bill. The action comes one day before the nation runs out of money. The bill now goes to the Senate, where it may be blocked by Democrats. Senate Democrats are deciding whether to force a shutdown of the government if Republicans don't agree to their changes. If it passes, the bill would fund agencies through April of 2017 and allow the upcoming and incoming Trump administration to make decisions on spending priorities. Former astronaut and Senator John Glenn has passed away at the age of 95. Glenn was the first American to orbit the Earth. ABC's Karen Travers has that story.
As a statesman, fighter pilot, and astronaut, John Glenn had a knack for being at the right place at the right time with the right stuff.
I guess I've looked at my whole life as being a sort of service to my country.
The son of a plumber and school teacher, Glenn was born and raised in Ohio, where he met and married his childhood sweetheart, Annie. In 1942, he quit college for the military and as a highly decorated Marine pilot, flew dozens of missions in the Pacific. In the Korean War, his wingman was baseball legend Ted Williams.
As the astronaut prepares for space flight.
After years as a test pilot, Glenn was selected in 1959 to be one of NASA's original 7 Mercury astronauts. He became the first American to orbit the Earth.
Oh, that view is tremendous.
Despite technical problems aboard Friendship 7, Glenn made 3 orbits and landed safely. An appearance before Congress and a ticker-tape parade followed. He became, quite simply, an American hero.
And I'm certainly glad to see that pride in our country and its accomplishments are not a thing of the past.
In 1964, Glenn left the space program for politics. After 2 failed U.S. Senate bids, he won a seat in 1974. He became a Capitol Hill fixture, spearheading policy in the areas of nuclear arms control and foreign affairs. But Glenn had his share of political disappointments, including a failed run for the 1984 Democratic presidential nomination, and a 1990 Senate investigation into his ties to corrupt financier Charles Keating. Glenn was eventually cleared of wrongdoing. After 24 years in Washington, he left the Senate, but not the spotlight.
And liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
In 1998, the 77-year-old Glenn returned to space after 36 years. Criticized by some as a NASA PR stunt, Glenn's 9-day mission aboard the shuttle Discovery studied the effects of weightlessness on aging and inspired seniors around the world.
One thing I promised Annie the day we were married, in addition to our wedding vows, of course, was that I would do everything I could to keep life from being boring.
Following his second historic space flight, Glenn remained in the public eye. He'll be remembered as a pioneer, a leader, and a man who seemed happiest when he was serving his country. For John Glenn, it was an amazing ride. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
And his legacy will live on. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Tonight, we got a lot of Spider-Men. Who, Jennifer Aniston, do you think will be our final, let's say, 4 bachelorettes?
Okay.
Okay?
Do we walk up to this wonderful
If you
thing?
want to, you can. If you want to get a closer look. Do you want to get a closer look?
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. It's a fun Friday with indie craft gifts at the Atomic Holiday Bazaar, plus 2 hats to handle with West Coast Black Theater and the Mill Restaurant. Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, Eye Comfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Totoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
You've seen me roll for 100 G's, but I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck, be a lady tonight.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Now, sports.
After a 3-day break, the Tampa Bay Lightning are back on the ice tonight. The Bolts have lost 5 of their last 6 games, hosting Vancouver tonight in Tampa. The Lightning looking for a big win, but early in the first, the Canucks are on the attack. Vancouver's Jack Skill races down the ice, passing 2 defenders, and beats Ben Bishop for the goal. Later in the first period, Canucks still up by 1. The puck is shot wide to the left of Lightning's Ben Bishop, and as he goes to grab it, it bounces off his glove and into the net. It doesn't get much better for the Lightning as the Canucks score their 3rd and final goal in the second period. It ends in a shutout, final score 3-0 Vancouver. The University of Oregon introducing its new head coach this afternoon. Willie Taggart is leaving the University of South Florida Bulls to take on the head coaching job at Oregon. The Manatee High graduate leading the Bulls to a 10-2 record this year. USF students say Taggart will be missed, but he leaves behind a legacy of prestige for the school.
It's a great achievement for our school, having a winning season like this and a big winning season. I think we'll do well at Oregon. I think a big part of being a successful football coach, though, is having the pieces in place to win. And we had those pieces this year with Quentin Flowers and with Marlon Mack, both setting great records for our school that I don't think will be broken anytime soon.
The school is now looking at several potential coaches to replace Taggart. Oregon fired coach Mark Helfrich after a disappointing season for the Ducks. Thursday night football featuring two of the best teams in the AFC. The Chiefs hosting the Raiders. Right now in the fourth quarter, the score is 21-13 Chiefs. Oakland took an early lead in the first quarter, but Kansas City came back big with 21 points in the second quarter alone. NASCAR's most popular driver will be back on the track at the season-opening Daytona 500. Dale Earnhardt Jr. missed the final 18 races of last season because of a concussion. Today, doctors medically cleared him to return in February. The 42-year-old driver completed 185 laps Wednesday at Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. In addition to the on-track test, which was observed by NASCAR, Earnhardt has logged more than 15 hours in a racing simulator during his recovery. A lot of people glad to see him back. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Here's Here's an unusual rescue story that might just warm your heart. This porcupine pufferfish is much healthier now after being rehabilitated at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach. Recently, one of its scientific collectors found this fish while diving right off the coast. He was in bad shape. Pufferfish are native to warmer waters. He was distressed, wounded, and infested with parasites. The aquarium says he now has a permanent home in an exhibit. Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Swimming well.
There we find those around here too, and interesting fish. Obviously, their defense mechanism is to blow up when they get out of the water. Our computer blew up too. I should blow it up after what happened. Here's
Speaking
what happened.
of fish.
Yeah, we are looking at generally northeast winds. An advisory is in effect for boaters. Seas 2 to 4 feet with a moderate chop there, and the water temperature at 71 degrees. That's soon to drop too. And as far as the tides go upcoming, the next high tide will be at 8:33. We weren't able to get to this because of the computer froze up. It will be cooler tomorrow. No freezing temperatures. A slight chance for a few showers overnight. And then for tomorrow, look for clouds now and again. It will be breezy and cool. A 30% chance for a few passing showers. Highs only in the mid-60s. And then the extended forecast calling for a warm-up by Saturday, back around 74 degrees. And then upper 70s.
It's amazing. We have this cool down, then by Monday we're almost at 80 again.
It is
it's
amazing.
Just
Yeah.
in and out.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you back here for Friday tomorrow.